Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to the Broken Bow Coaches Show here live at Papa Poblato's. Thank you so much to Papa's for being our wonderful sponsor and allowing us to have our coaches show from their nice, quiet room back here. I'm Jeremy Poole, your play-by-play announcer for the Savages, and we are joined again by Coach Maverick Lane. Coach Lane, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, the 113th edition of the Little River Rivalry was it was an odd affair, Coach Lane. Talk just a little bit about that. The atmosphere was good. Quite a few fans in the stand, but lots of penalties.
Yeah, the kind of everybody was a little high strung there to start the game. Like kind of drag it on, which it was with penalties and cramping. It is probably one of the longest high school games I've been part of. It took forever, especially that second and third quarter. It took extremely long. But settled in. Both teams kind of settled in and got it going. And they came out. Obviously the nature of the game, big rivalry game. We knew that they would come out extremely fired up, and they did there early in the game. So that's something we expected from us. So both teams, a game like that, I wouldn't say nervous, but everybody's a little high amped up. So it took a couple drives for both teams to settle down on that. But yeah, it was an extremely long football game.
It's very long. When Mr. Revis and when we were putting away our equipment, which was right after we went off the air, I looked down at my phone. It was 10:38, and we started at least. We may have started a couple minutes early, but yes, very long. One thing I wanted to say this morning, I have been. It was not like you said. It took us a while to get started, as it has these first 3 weeks. So I myself, not so much Mr. Revis, but I myself, I've been a little critical of our kids these first 3 weeks. And it's because of I know how good we can be. I can see how good we can be. So I kind of wanted to apologize this morning, not to just you, but to all of our listeners that I've been a little bit critical of us. So I'm going to pet on them this morning because we did do a lot of things right. You know, we really did.
Yeah.
You know that, I know that. But I've been, we've faced two pretty dang good opponents in the first two games, big, fast, strong, and then we face a lesser one last night. But I'm going to tell you what, number one for Idabel is a special player.
Oh, yeah, he's a good one.
My goodness, that kid is really, really special.
Yeah.
Tough, too.
Yeah, we were pretty physical with him, and he kept bouncing up.
He kept, man, it never. But back to our kids, we did not and have not yet played a bad ball game. I've been a little critical of us that we've shoot ourselves in the foot. Last night, the flow of the game made it hard for anyone to get into a rhythm because of the amount of penalties being thrown. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
I told you about this before we got started this morning. I wanted to mention this one here. Mr. Revis and I was still bungled about. I believe it was their second scoring drive.
The second one they scored late with our
okay. That's right. You're exactly right. It was their first score. They had kind of two guys in a crossing type pattern. Dijon gets just a little bit behind. He does obviously interfere with the kid. The kid catches a touchdown. The flag is thrown, which yes, it should have been thrown for pass interference. But they give him the score, and then they let him kick off in our own territory. Explain to us what he said. What was his explanation?
Yeah.
Because there's no explanation for that.
Theirs was, what they did is treat it like an unsportsmanlike dead ball score with pass interference. And then their coach declines it, which you would because you want the touchdown to stand. But his argument was, or his point was, any penalty on a scoring play can be added to the ensuing kickoff. instead of, so he treated it like there was a dead ball and sportsman on that play, and then you can carry that to the assuming kickoff, or if there's some on the PAT, you can accept that for the kickoff. But pass interference on a touchdown play, you got to either decline it, take touchdown, or if it was incomplete, you would obviously accept it. But yeah, that doesn't carry over to the assuming kickoff.
Exactly. My goodness, we were so confused. I wanted to point out too, Edward, I wanted to ask you also about the defensive line play, the development of those guys up front.
Yeah, they played well, really physical kids, get off the ball well, and they had a huge task, which contained a number one last night, because he is a really good athlete, and he got outside of us a couple times for some big plays, but we got eight kids that can play, that are playing, rotating a lot there on the defensive line, that all give us good snaps, and that's big, especially once we get in districts, keeping kids fresh, rotating there. But yeah, outside of a few times they let the quarterback outside the pocket on scrambling, and it was really so much he would sprint out one way and backdoor it. That's when he really kind of broke contain those few times. But it was really impressive, our defense line.
Yeah, he can do that very quickly now. So, Coach, this was your second edition of the Broken Bow Idabel rivalry. What have you liked and disliked about it so far?
No, I really like it. It's a great rivalry. It means a lot to two communities, and that's what you want in a rival game. It means a lot to the kids, and that's what we tell our kids. You're very fortunate to play in a football town, but you're also very fortunate playing a game like last night to where you directly represent your community, and you got two communities that put a lot of stock in that game, and it lets people brag about it for 365 days. So yeah, I love the rivalry.
That's good. Do you approach that differently as far as I'm talking about from Monday on? Do you approach the Idabel game differently or business as usual?
Yeah, we briefly touched on it last Sunday. But it's one of those games kids are fully aware. Everybody in the building is fully aware of what's at stake and the magnitude of it on Friday. But we do, but we don't, if that makes sense. We touch on it probably Thursday and Friday, obviously. We talk about it more than, but yeah, bring it up first of the week and kind of as the week goes on, a little more and more with them.
Yeah, kind of one of those things that you don't have to say too much.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good night for football. Again, we come away 3-0, which is very important. What's been the message for your kids each and every week, even though it is non-conference, it's still important?
Oh yeah, and then ours, it's not how we. Even last year, this year, it's always about us. The team we're playing that Friday is just a measuring stick that week. If we win a game, lose a game, it's going to be about things that we did, not so much the other team. And that's something our kids are learning, and that's how they're attacking the week. But they've, like you said, we played two really good 5As, and then Idabel, which is a rivalry game, which stats don't matter in that one. And one thing I'm happy about now, now we can just go play football. Yeah. You had game one jitters, homecoming, and a rivalry game. So we've knocked that stuff out. Now we can just go play football the rest of the season. There's no extra stuff tagged onto these games. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good point. Let's take just a short break and let you hear a word from our sponsors. We again, Papa Blanos is our sponsor for our coaches show, but let's take just a short break for station identification. You've been listening to the Broken Bow Coaches Show on Best Country 106. And welcome back to the Broken Bow Coaches Show here live at Papa Blanos. I'm here with Coach Maverick Lang, and let me add that is 3-0 head coach Maverick Lang. Coach, there's always kids that that stand out and and get a whole lot of the credit, and then there's these kids that work their tails off and get just a little bit of credit. What do you and one of my favorites, number 52, we like to call him Big Papa, but tell us, Trey Williams, tell us about Trey's development or your opinion on Trey's development.
He's becoming obviously a bigger and bigger factor for us every week. And he's coming out of his shell as a kid too, which is good. You always like seeing that. Made a huge play. Quarterback spun back into traffic and caught Trey. Or Trey caught him. That's what if you're gonna do a spin move, and you might prefer to be on the perimeter, not spilling there with the big boys. That was a huge hit. Love the emotions because it is an emotional game. We preach them kids. Every game we go into, whether it's a scrimmage, game, team camp, we want to be the most excited to play, most excited team to play. So love the emotion from him when he had that. But yeah, he's developing at a high rate right now for us, which is huge because that gives us another kid up front on the D line to get in there and give us some reps.
You bet, yeah, because he's thick, but he's not very tall. Of course, really, if you're in a position of leverage, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But, Coach, I wanted to ask you also, Coach Camp and Coach Idabel, what do you rely on them? How do you use them in a ball game? I just thought that's something that folks might always want.
Yeah, like I don't know if I've said it on here. We got Camp out of retirement. Yeah, I think it's just for the coaching stuff, the clothes. But he didn't. This is his first year helping us up there, which is huge. He's solely offensively up there. He helps with some kicking stuff. He'll show up throughout the week sometimes, and then pregame with the kickers. Does a great job with that. He's our kicker whisperer. But during the game, he's on the offensive side of the ball. And we meet throughout the week, give him kind of some stuff to look for and stay on top of up there, and he does a great job offensively for us. Idabel, he's a middle school coach, but he's helped us the last 2 years. More bigger role this year, so he's defense only up there in the box. And he comes up on Saturday and Sunday and helps us. That way he has a good idea of what teams are trying to do and what to look for. But, yeah, they're both a huge hand up there. One on offense, one on defense, and it's been very beneficial these last 3 games.
Have you ever were you an offensive coordinator before you become a head coach?
Yeah,
you were. Did you call plays from on the field, or did you call them from?
Yeah, I've been in the box 1 year as a year I was here.
Okay.
But yeah, I've always called plays from the side.
I just wondered. You hear coaches say they have.
Yeah, now I know the views are a lot better up top, obviously.
Right. Well, again, another good win by the Savages moves them to 3-0 in district play. Now, you've got a week off, Coach. What do you do on that week off?
Well, hopefully we get healthy. We're limping into this bye week. Had a few more get banged up last night, but I don't think the AJ was severity. I think he should be good.
Say that again?
AJ.
Oh.
Yeah, from last night.
Did he get hurt in warm-ups?
No, it was late second quarter. The ball, when we threw it down our sideline, and he landed on his shoulder.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What about Williams? What about? He's
been fighting through a shoulder since the black and gold scrimmage.
Okay, because Mr. Evans and I we couldn't tell if when he recovered the fumble, it looked like he pounced on it. So we was hoping that maybe it was.
Yeah, his shoulder's been kind of banged up on it since our fall black and gold.
Okay, so it was his shoulder. What we were hoping was that it knocked the air, and because you get up and you kind of And so anyway, well that's good. Like I say, the bye week is for fans. You're like, oh, no football game, but for the team, I'm sure
it's perfect time because you got Khalil be back, which he's a 50 to 75 yard reception kid a night that we've been missing the last 2 nights. And then Scott Baker, hoping he gets back by Sallisaw. And he's one we really miss because he's a real good one in the secondary. Really good athlete when he gets the reps at receiver. So real excited to start getting those guys back.
Is Sallisaw going to be our? I haven't looked extensively yet. Is Sallisaw our second conference game?
Yeah. So
okay,
Glenpool then Sallisaw.
Okay. That's good to know. Glenpool. So we're going to face face a long road trip right off the bat for our first conference game. What do you know, or have you started looking yet at Glenpool?
Yeah, they because Peyton Warner is their head coach. He's still got some of the principles with the wing tee that they ran at Poto, but it looks different. But they're kind of line up, try to confuse you. They huddle with some of them, and some of them's not huddled. They break huddle real quick and try to snap the football. But they're under center. They're going to run the ball. They prefer not to throw it at all on a Friday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they're going to run. So it's some of the principles of the wing tee that they ran at Poto with some more, I wouldn't say spread principles, but different formations.
Maybe I formation or no?
Yeah, there's some I. Yeah, there's I. We'll get some ace. But yeah, there's a fullback in there. He's either in the I or set to one side or the other. But yeah, they run power and toss a ton that we've seen so far.
That surprises me. I thought with the young Werner that they may want to incorporate passing and stuff. Anyway, it's just interesting. Something we've always Werner was here forever, and we've known what he does. But well, I wanted to point out also, and ask you about what did you and the kids and coaches think about the white on white on white?
Oh, it looked pretty sweet, didn't it?
I thought it looked awesome.
Yeah, and it seemed like a bunch of people felt the same way. But yeah, kids loved it. Obviously, coaches. That's what I told the coaches. I don't know if we'll win, but we'll win pregame though.
Well, it
was. They looked sweet.
I did too. I thought that was just. I mean, I thought that was really, really good. What do you think so far about the? I told you I was critical of the kids a little bit earlier. What do you think so far about the development of the quarterback Hal in his really just his 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe his 14th game as a high school quarterback? I'm just guessing at the numbers.
He's protecting the ball a lot better too through there, and then he's because had two throws he wanted back against McAllister, didn't put it in harm's way against Durant. Really didn't. He threw great balls last night, except the interception, kind of off his back foot. But yeah, he's putting the ball where it needs to be, and he's putting it to where if we don't catch it, no one will. So he's putting it in a place where if we don't have a chance for it, no one will. So really proud of that. And then the way people are playing us, they're obviously containing him. They don't want him. They want him running this way, not north and south. So he's learned from that. And the people started that with him last year at the end.
I noticed that.
And now he's comprehending, and he's more comfortable with people playing that way and how to attack it. But yeah, he's the quarterback play. Obviously, he's a freak athletically, but his true throw process, where the ball needs to come out, he's getting better at throwing it on time. Yeah,
Do you ever tone him down, or do you take the philosophy of, hey, I've got a hybrid, I've got something here that you don't ever get to coach, turn him loose? I wonder that myself.
Yeah, a little bit of both. The situation, obviously his participation will pick up in district play, but the main thing really with these three is still getting him to develop mentally, and it's worked mentally and throwing the ball these first three games just from having to stand back in the pocket, because people's going to want to force him there to keep him in the pocket, so he's going to have to get comfortable, which he has, staying in the pocket, throwing downfield, making your reads. So that's something we wanted out of the non-district games for him to gain, and he's done a good job of it.
Yeah, absolutely. He is a phenomenal athlete. Also, another really good athlete, two really good athletes that we've added this year, in my opinion, is Pratt and Neal. Talk about their development or their production. I mean, they have. Tell us what do they add? What did they bring to the program?
Pratt, he played like a possessed man last night.
He did.
That Joker was.
He acted like this was different.
He was extremely violent, physical kid. He made a lot, even on offense. I don't know, probably no one just caught it. Just randomly, that second play, we put him in motion, and then he pulls coming off the motion, and he annihilates their number 3, the linebacker they had out there. Obviously, he's a specimen, but he's a great kid. Real good, great team player. He's starting to show some more, coming out of his shell, showing some emotion too, and good things. But he's gonna be really good with,
man.
And we ain't got nobody look like a Joker.
Ooh.
And Snooty, and that's another thing I think I've talked about on here. These first 2 games now, the third one now that we've done the third one, get him comfortable running behind the offensive line, because we do got 4 new offensive linemen, and then Snooty trying to get comfortable back there. But he looked pretty comfortable last night.
Well, he did.
And credit to the offensive lineman too. The 2 scoring ones, I don't think he got touched. And then the screen where we snuck out all 5 linemen, he didn't get touched there. So he's playing great. He's playing extremely physical, running the football, catching it worth handing it to him. But then also credit to those guys up front. They're settling in and getting some continuity, them offensive linemen, which is what we wanted before going to district play. Because obviously those kids up front, we ain't got the poundage we had last year, but they can move. They all can move, and physical, smart kids.
Classification on Neal?
Him and Pratt are with grade juniors.
Both are juniors?
Yeah.
Man, that makes you smile even wider.
Yeah.
So, good thing so far, Coach, 3-0, and that's the most important thing, even though conference is not as important. But 3-0 moving into district, man, it's rolling right along. Lots of excitement in the town, lots of excitement for you as a head coach and your staff, and we're tickled to death. And we will have a week off, and we will meet not next Friday. Friday after next in Glenpool.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for your Broken Bow Coaches Show. Again, Coach Maverick Lane, thank you for joining us again. Thank you, Papas, for having us. And that'll do it for week 3 of the Broken Bow Coaches Show on West Country 106.